Hey guys, what's up? This is Insanity. I'd like to talk about Man of Steel this time around. Batman v Superman made me appreciate Man of Steel just a little more, and without a doubt, Man of Steel is the better movie of the two. It's unfortunately the only straight-up Superman movie that we'll probably have in a long time, given that the sequel is apparently in development, but no concrete info has been announced yet other than potential directors. I remember the controversy behind this movie, having a fractured viewer base who either love it or hate its guts, with no middle ground in between. It's a good thing I'm not fond of Superman, but only in the sense that he's part of the trinity of instantly recognizable and iconic superheroes, namely that of Superman, Batman, and Spider-Man, rather than any actual beef with his particular character. Hell, I'm fond of Captain America, who's similar to Superman, and many people will call him a boring Boy Scout type character, which is what their beef with Superman is. So basically, my point is, I went into Man of Steel knowing who Superman was and what his character is like, but with no preconceptions on what his character portrayal should be like. There is certainly a lot of not my Superman type sentiment once people watch the movie, but I can personally say that I went into Man of Steel with an open mind, with no bias whatsoever. I've watched Man of Steel twice now, once in theaters and once on Blu-ray at my uncle's a while back, and my overall opinion of the movie is that I think it's a movie that would be better served as a Clark Kent movie instead of a Superman movie. I loved the movie when it was just focusing on Clark Kent and appreciated all the quieter moments, but once it got to Superman stuff, it became extremely loud and obnoxious. Superman's first flight and the Dragon Ball Z Smallville fight against Zod soldiers were the main Superman scenes that I enjoyed, but then the finale was just one long action sequence after another, sparing no more screen time for smaller, intimate character moments. And then the ending feels incredibly abrupt. Like they got so indulgent in the action that they forgot that the movie was almost out of running time, so they hastily had to come up with an ending to conclude the movie. How jarring is it to go from a scene where Superman cries out after killing Zod, the last of his kind, to a scene where it's sunshine and rainbows and everything's all fine and dandy as Superman casually knocks down a satellite and gets a "he's hot" compliment. The funny thing is that Clark Kent was already Supermaning in his early years. He saves the buzz when he's a kid, and when he speaks with Pa Kent about that, he has to question him if letting them die would make any sense at all, because he clearly felt that letting them die was not an option. He already developed all the necessary Superman traits as a kid, and he didn't need anyone telling him to go save people with his powers. So already, I felt that the movie did not need Superman except for the action scenes. I was not there for Superman Returns, and apparently one of the criticisms of that movie was that there's barely any action, so perhaps they felt the need to overcompensate with Man of Steel, which is unfortunate. It's the opposite issue I had with Captain America: The First Avenger, where there's lots of Steve Rogers moments, but no time for the Captain America aspects to shine. As a result, I get a great Steve Rogers movie, but not a great Captain America movie, which I will only get with Captain America: The Winter Soldier, and ultimately I felt the trade-off was worth it. Here, on the other hand, Man of Steel potentially gave me a great Clark Kent story, but the Superman aspects got in the way. And worst of all, Batman v Superman doesn't even give me a Superman story because it's not interested in Superman. It's more concerned about Batman and the DC Universe as a whole. Personally, I feel that they need to cut down the prologue of Krypton's impending destruction so that we can get to Clark Kent's journey much sooner than later, especially since Jor-El's motivations and exposition are repeated once Clark meets his hologram later on, making much of the prologue redundant, as well as cut down on the action in the finale so that we can spare some of the excess time on smaller, intimate character moments. It will certainly make the transition between the death of Zod and the Sunshine and Rainbows ending less jarring if there was some sort of quieter phase in between, where Superman has time to take in all that's happened and figure out how to better cope with such situations in the future. I may have generally disliked Batman v Superman, but how it ended was exactly how Man of Steel needed to end. After the big action finale, its quieter scenes allow for the severity of the situation to slowly dissipate, the characters reflecting for the future, not "oh my god guys, it's terrible" to "hey guys, it's all good," like Man of Steel. But what's done is done. People who love it, and people who hate it. But I think that's better than Batman v Superman, where even for people who love it, they're a bit hesitant on declaring their love for that movie, simply due to sentiment towards it being overwhelmingly negative. Remember, I'm aware of Superman and what his character is like, but I went into Man of Steel with an open mind and disagreed with what the movie presented to me. I wanted more Clark Kent, but got it in an imbalance of Clark Kent and Superman. When the movie focused on Clark Kent and the humanity behind Superman, I enjoyed it a lot, and would trade in Superman action for additional Clark Kent scenes. The only thing that I will never forget the movie for, though, is the death of Pa Kent, which was accomplished haphazardly, and all it did was just traumatize Clark for years to come. But yes, that's the biggest fault I'll always have with Man of Steel. That's the gameplay and commentary. Hope you enjoyed it, and Insanity is out.